But I want to ask you about what's happening in China, where we've had a lockdown, and obviously there are protests. Can you get out of a lockdown unless you have an exit strategy? And what should the exit strategy be?
They are, unfortunately, in a really difficult spot here, with the leadership having put forward this zero COVID strategy in a way that they now are having trouble backing away from. And they, unfortunately, were saddled by a circumstance where the vaccines that they had available were probably not as effective as the mRNA vaccines. And yet it's awkward for them to say that. And they didn't do nearly as good a job as I would have thought they would with vaccinating elderly people, where the greatest risk, of course, is. Now, you may notice they're starting to talk more about maybe another wave of vaccines, especially for older people. I think that might be setting the stage for being able to ultimately relax the zero COVID strategy without appearing to have had it wrong to begin with. But they've kind of painted themselves into a difficult corner here. The only country really that kind of took that approach and then stuck to it, as an autocratic government can do, but not without consequences, as we've seen with the protests that have erupted. In a country that doesn't really tolerate protests very well, you can tell how upset the citizens are.